In the game. In the game.
I loved watching TV because the shows that I watch would make me feel better. I know, for example, Full House was my childhood show. You know, through some bullying and just other crap that you go through in school and just life, watching that show made me feel better. It made me laugh. It made me happy. So as a kid, I was like, well, I want to do that for other people. I want them to be able to watch what I'm doing and feel that same way that I feel.
They say every single person that's in this industry is broken in some way. From actors to producers to whatever. 99.9% of us suffer from some ailment of some kind. So I'm quite certain my brokenness isn't lost among everything. I've been through a lot of horrifying shit in my life. But I've always just enjoyed creating things and, being in other worlds and helping other people.
My mother used to tell me back in World War II, when she was a telephone operator in a town where they had all the boys, thousands of young men were there in training, and that she used to save her 10 cents a week and walk to the movies, and she would tell me that was her joy of, that was her escape every week. And she would always tell me things about the actors and actresses, and things that she had read in magazines about them. And I don't know, maybe I inherited that from her. She was always a little bit dramatic, but I've always wanted to be an actor.
I had a verbally abusive mother who, when I would come home and want to tell her something, she would always say, "Get to the point. Stop beating around the bush." And she wouldn't listen. And suddenly, in starting to act and getting up on stage, the audience would listen. They would shut up and they would listen. And I got to speak. And that's what bit that got me bit by that I could tell a story. And people actually wanted to listen to it. And that's really what acting is all about, isn't it? We are just storytellers. It's really always all about the story.
I think it's just, I've always been artistic, and it's a way of expressing myself.
I kind of fell into it by chance. I just took some acting classes for like the heck of it because I started off modeling. Someone suggested that I take it to help me portray different characters when I'm modeling. And when I took my first class, I really had fun. I really enjoyed it.
I wanted to become an actor to meet Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just kidding. I really wanted to become an actor because whenever I would watch theater or film or shows, there was something in me that would just get emotional. Like I felt like that was something I needed to do, and once I started doing it, I was like, yep.
By Eleanor Roosevelt, but I can't think what it is. I have it written down in my notebook at home.
A star, or the star. The stars were darker than the night before they awoke. I forgot who said it though.
Well, I have a lot. I like fight one more round because the person who fights one more round isn't licked.
Life's too short. Buy the shoes.
It's probably the quote I have on my side, tattooed on my side. It says, it's at the end of the Beatles album, Abbey Road. It says, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
I am the quote queen. It's so many. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll say the one that I posted today is a small, simple quote. It just says, let them overlook you. Because me personally, I've always felt like the underdog in everything I did. I never was the one to try to be out there and seen all the time, but I like the fact that people know that I'm constantly working and they see me grinding, and even though it doesn't seem like they pay attention, people still do.
It's not necessarily my favorite, but it always sticks out in my mind. A star cannot shine without darkness, and it's not that even stars are shiny, but we won't get into that. But I like it because I've had to go through a lot of dark shit in my life, and I think that the darker your world is, the brighter the outcome's gonna be eventually. And a lot of people don't hold truth to that, or they might think that's crap, but the amount of things I've gone through and the amount of things that are happening for me now makes me really believe that. It's just always something that sticks out in my mind. It's not necessarily my favorite per se, but it's something I've held on to for a long time. Are you serious? Jesus. Oh.
Es la naturaleza.